I love getting books in the mail. Hey guys, so I have a huge book haul for you guys today. We are major book lovers in this family, and I have a feeling that if you are a homeschool family, you probably can relate. You probably love books too. So I'm so excited to share what I got from Thriftbooks.com, Goodwill, and Half Price Books with you guys today. It's a lot of books. So hello, welcome if you are new. My name is Madison. I have 4 kids, ages 15, 7, 4, and 2. We are obviously a homeschooling family. I am extremely passionate about homeschooling. It is like my calling, and I just love sharing about it here on YouTube because it's a place that I can just talk about homeschooling, which is so fun to me. So anyway, let's get into these books. I am first going to show you from Thriftbooks.com. I have 2 missing. They're supposed to come today, but they haven't yet. I didn't want that to stop me from filming today. So that is something to warn you if you've never ordered off Thriftbooks. At least this is my first time ordering from that website, and they have sent it in like 3 or 4 different packages on different days. So, you know, I guess that's what you get for getting books for a little bit cheaper, but all of these books were around $4 each, so very affordable. I usually pick the good rating. You know, there's like poor quality, good, and then I think there's one above that. I usually pick good because that's usually around $4, and I will show you guys, I've been very happy with how they turned out. I think they're just, some of them are just a little bit crinkled at the corner or whatever, which, you know, my kids are going to destroy books anyway. Like, it doesn't really bother me that these children's books are not like brand spanking new. I rather save some money. So anyway, let's get into it. So first, I will show you guys some of the things I bought for our Beautiful Feet curriculum. I have like a whole unboxing and first impressions. And I share a little bit of our notebooking that we've already started with the curriculum. So if you want to check that out, I'll have it linked below. It's my Beautiful Feet picture books around the world with picture books video. So we are loving it, and I definitely wanted to get the books from the Rabbit Trails, at least some of them, or the Library Connection. And I'm so glad that I did purchase these because I know we will read these books like over and over again. They're really, really pretty. So right now we are studying China. So all of these books are from the China unit. So this first one is The Chinese Mirror, which I heard that this book is like kind of funny because I guess they've never had a mirror before, and now they do. And so it's like them reacting to this mirror that they've never had before. So I think that's just like a fun, like cute concept and idea for a children's book. And I love that they can see like what real people that live in China might look like, what their homes might look like, how they might live. And you know, whatever time period this is set in. So I absolutely love children's books. You know, that is something that you're going to get out of a picture book that you're not going to get out of a chapter book necessarily, is the pictures and really getting an idea of the people that we are studying, because that's what's, you know, so fascinating about history, right? And different cultures is the people. So absolutely love that. I'm excited about this book. And then the next book that we got is The Empty Pot. Beautiful. Look how pretty that is. So this is by, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Demi, the author. They have a lot of books kind of like this, and it's all this like circle. It's all in this like little circle. And, you know, not tons of words on a page. I think it's going to be perfect for my 7 and 4-year-old, but look how beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They're like watering their garden. So pretty. And I'm really, really excited to read this book to my kids. Just absolutely beautiful. And see, this book, I would say, like, it's got this on there. Some of them have like, there were once library books, so they have little stickers on the sides, which is fine to me. And then the only other thing is that they're usually a little bit bent on the side. This one is not bad at all, actually, but you can see like a tiny little bit. So overall, really good condition. Okay, and then next by that same author is The Shady Tree. This one's actually hardcover, which is nice because I feel like it's in really good condition. And this one only has like the Thriftbook stickers. Oh, it has a Goodwill sticker. This would be such a good find from Goodwill. It says it was $3 at Goodwill, and I think I paid a little over $4 for it. That would be so cool. So I will show you guys our Goodwill finds because we got some good Goodwill finds that I will share in this video. We hit the jackpot at Goodwill the other day. So anyway, such a cute book, I think. Let's see. So let's just show y'all a little bit of the inside so you can get an idea. So yeah, once again, she has them kind of the picture in this like circular, she or he, I don't know. The picture's kind of in like a little circle, kind of like you're looking through a window or something. I don't know if that's the point, but I think that's really cool, and you get a really good feel for China in that time period at least, and I just think it's beautiful. So I know my kids are gonna love that. Okay, is that all I have from, okay, so those are all the books that I got for the beautiful feet. Now, the rest of these that I got from Thriftbooks are to go along with our math curriculum. So we are using Math with Confidence by Kate Snow, and I need to post like more videos on that math curriculum if you guys are interested. But they recommend a chapter book for like each unit. So it's basically, I think it's like each week they recommend a chapter book. Now, you absolutely don't have to get them, but I'm starting to think you have to, honestly. You don't have to, but you have to, because I think that these are such good book recommendations, and I love that they maybe will go along. They'll be like kind of going along with the curriculum, I think, like what you're learning at the time or whatever. And so it's just so perfect. Like, I could never, you know, come up with that myself necessarily. It would take a lot of work. So I love that she suggests certain books for that certain week. So this is for the kindergarten level and for the second grade level, because that's what my 7-year-old and 4-year-old are doing. So I don't know what's for what. You can probably guess. I think some of them I do, but this one is Zero the Leaves on the Tree. So my guess is for the kindergarten level because you're learning about the number 0. But I think that is a great way to learn about it. So 0 is the ducks on the pond when the air says winter is coming. 0 ducks. You see no ducks on the pond. I love that. I think that this picture is really cute. Oh, this one's cute. 0 is the kites in the sky once the wind stops blowing. So really cute book and a great way to teach the concept of 0. So love that. And then I think this one is for the second grade level. This one was also a Goodwill find that someone had. Your Fantastic Elastic Brain. So as you guys can see, all these books are in decently good condition, just a little bit bent on the corners. But so this one, yeah, I think this is for the second grade level. So Your Fantastic Elastic Brain, Stretch It, Shape It. So I love this book. It's basically like saying that, you know, you can shape your brain. Oh, and look, there's kids like with a trophy that's so relatable for young kids that are in sports and everything. Oh, and it shows like the brain on your body, and in the back, so this actually, it gives like details about the brain, like the different parts of the brain. So it talks about that in the book. Your brain helps you think and remember and name what you see and what you hear. It lets you move your body and feel both touch and emotion. So my son Henry, he's very into, I told him we went to Half Price Books, which I have a haul of that as well in this video, and he was picking out books on his own, which is something that we don't always get to do because, I mean, we can do it at the library because the toddler will be playing with the toys, but it can just be hard to like go to bookstores with the toddler, but she was actually with being babysat. So anyway, he went and picked out some books, and he went like straight to the nonfiction, and I was telling him like, that's what you like that's a genre or a type, not a genre, like a type of book that you like is nonfiction. You like to learn about real things. And I like teaching my kids that, like, oh, this is a specific kind of thing that you like and are interested in, and that will help you pick more books in the future that you might like. So anyway, I know he's gonna like this because it's about learning about the brain. So this is so cool, just like different details about the brain and what different parts of the brain do. Ooh, and there's soccer. My son plays soccer. So anytime you bring in like soccer, I feel like soccer works well for math. We have a probability math book, which maybe I'll, like children's book that we already own, that maybe I'll share in another video, like all our math book, picture books. But, yeah. Oh, and this is funny. Oh, it came out. Okay. So I guess they're not perfect because that page comes out, but that's fine. Magic tricks. My kids love that kind of stuff. They have like a little magic set. So anyway, this looks like a really great book. And I love, so the general message is that you can shape your brain. So like when you learn something new, you're building on what you have already learned. There's piano. My son plays piano. So I love that it's teaching kids that you can grow and shape your brain, because I think that's so important to learn. Okay, next thing we have is, next book is If You Were a Plus Sign. So maybe this is kindergarten or maybe this is second grade. I'm not sure. If you were a plus sign. Nice and colorful. Okay, so it has actual math problems like in the books. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So they're seeing the problems in the books, which, like, you know, generally picture books don't have math problems in them. So I love that, and it's just kind of teaching the idea of it. And that's something I love about math with confidence. It really goes deeper into the topics of math with like addition and everything. It's not just like 5 plus 2 is 7. Just memorize it. You know what I mean? It goes deeper. And so I feel like this book just kind of goes along with that philosophy. Okay, next, this my kids are going to love. I mean, even the title they're going to love. Biggest, Strongest, Fastest. I looked at this book already. This looks so good. So it's like a little cheetah. And it, oh my gosh, this is such a good book. So for math or not. So it talks about different animals. The African elephant is the biggest land animal. So my kids love, sorry if you can hear my stomach growling. I guess I'm hungry. I'm going to break my fast. I'm doing intermittent fasting. Anyway, my kids love learning like facts about animals, specifically my 7-year-old. So it says that fact, and then it kind of goes into a little bit more detail. Or this, the strongest animal for its size is the ant. And then it shows how like a man can usually carry like his own weight. Hi, baby. Yeah, lots of books. Okay, so my toddler has joined us. My oldest 15-year-old is watching her, but she decided she wants to come in here, so oh well. So anyway, an ant can carry, I guess, like 5 times their weight. So stuff like that, I know my kids are going to love. This page was really cool because it says the blue whale is the biggest animal. It shows like how big it is. Even if you turn the page, there's the fin. So anyway, I know they're all going to love that book. And then Mathterpieces, the art of problem solving. So this guy apparently has a bunch of good math books. So this just has like different problem solving things. So this is definitely for second grade, but it goes off of like the art pieces. So I think that is a really cool concept, bringing math and art together, which I do think they can go hand in hand, like the shapes and art and everything. So love that. Careful, baby. We don't want to rip the pages, okay? See, this is why we don't need brand new books. Oh, please don't keep that there. I have them in piles for a reason. Okay, thank you. Okay, just showed y'all that. And then the last one that I have here, although I will show you guys 2 more math books that will come in at some point, and I'll just insert the footage, but I have Lyle Walks the Dog, a counting book. So this one I think is definitely for kindergarten. I didn't get all the books she recommended. Now I think I'm about to, honestly, because they're all such good recommendations. But this one, you know, he's going about his day walking 1 dog, talking about 1, and then 2 dogs, and then they have the number 2 here. So this is something super cute, like my daughter. Charlie, look. Look at this. You see the dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to see the dogs? Come here, baby.
Oh.
Her hair is a mess right now.
Oh,
But yeah, you see the dog? She loves animals.
Yeah.
Look, and we have a dog. What does that dog look like?
Yeah.
What does it look like? Does it look like our puppy?
Yeah.
Does it look like Winnie? I think this one looks like Winnie.
Oh,
Here's what I found.
So cute. Okay. All right, so that is it for thrift books. Woo! Next, I am going to go into what we got from Goodwill, I think. Or actually, real quick, the reason we went to Goodwill was to find a specific book. And we did not find it in Goodwill, but we did find a lot of other books that we would like. But I'll show you the specific book that we ended up finding at Half Price Books. And that is the Winnie the Pooh chapter book. I think there's a few of these. They only had the first one. I think this is the first one, hopefully. So I got this for $3.49 at Half Price Books. So pretty good deal. Anyway, this is a chapter book that I have been wanting to try with my kids. As you can see, I have mostly picture books because I prefer that for my little ones ages 7, 4, and 2. But I thought that Winnie the Pooh would be a good, like, one of the first chapter books that we read. My kids love Winnie the Pooh, even my 7-year-old, because it's really sweet. I think it's because I love Winnie the Pooh, and then my mom and my husband's mom, my mother-in-law, we all love Winnie the Pooh. So I think our kids just have like good feelings about Winnie the Pooh, even though, you know, my 7-year-old, some of them, if you were in public school, you'd probably be like, you can't like Winnie the Pooh, you know what I mean? But as homeschoolers, I'm like, Henry, do you want to read a Winnie the Pooh chapter book? And he's like, you better believe it. Woo woo. You know, like so pumped. So anyway, oh, there's my books coming in. Awkward. Hopefully she doesn't look through the window and see me seeing her, but she didn't. Okay, so the books just came in. Perfect timing, so I can go grab those real quick and show you guys. Don't even have to insert it in.
We just found it. And then
my delivery boy just came. All right, so this is what it looks like when you get a Thriftbooks package in the mail. It comes in this like little plastic, and it says Thriftbooks on it. So, woohoo! Like Christmas. I love getting books in the mail. Okay. Ooh, these look exciting. All right, so we have 10 Black Dots by Donald Cruz. So I'm guessing this is for the kindergarten level. So this looks like in really good condition, honestly. It looks almost brand new. It just has this like little stamp there, which is funny, from whoever owned it before. Ooh, 1 dot can make a sun. Oh, Jack's gonna love this. He is very much like an artist, my 4-year-old, who will be using this kindergarten curriculum. He is such an artist, and he will see like, you know, like on the trails that we live by, he will see like the plants, and he'll be like, that looks like a monster. That looks like this. He loves like coming up with what something kind of looks like. So anyway, 1 dot can make a sun or a moon when day is done. 2 dots can make the eyes of a fox or the eyes of the keys that open locks. That is so cool. He is gonna love this. Oh, the pennies in your piggy bank. That's super cute. Shake the branch and set them free. These look like maybe balloons. I don't know. Super cute. Love this book. Already giving it a 10 out of 10. Okay. And the other one that came in is Where's the Pear? This one looks, this is hardcover. It looks in perfect condition as well. A spotting book. So, aw, happy 3rd birthday to you. Someone gave this to their kid. Oh, really? You showed it to Jack?
Yeah.
Someone gave this to their kid for their 3rd birthday. See, that's kind of sweet. That's what I like about like used items. The history that this book has. So look, this is like little cats. Oh, okay. So it's asking you to find the pair, like which ones match. So this one's saying which 2 of the group are birds of a feather. So they kind of can learn what that means, like 2 birds of a feather flocking together. Which 2 sleepy lizards perfectly match. So then you learn about the phrase match and you find the pair here. So this I think goes with the kindergarten because we already started it and we didn't have the books yet. And they do learn about pairs when you're learning about the number 2. So my guess is maybe it goes with that, but you just find like, can you spot the pair with the very same coat? Cats, frogs, super cute book. Love that. My 4-year-old's gonna love this, and my 2-year-old, and I even bet my 7-year-old would like finding the pair. Okay, so that worked out. Now we will go into what I got from Goodwill. I feel like we found some really good gems at Goodwill. We actually like struck gold at Goodwill the other day. Like there was so much good stuff. My son Henry got a bike for $30 and the tires are just flat. We pumped them up and they work perfectly fine. It has like a little bell on it, super cute. I think it was actually from Amazon. I think it was on Amazon for like 150 bucks. So that was the score. And we found like a dollhouse, like a Fisher Price dollhouse. Those are expensive if you try to like, because they're kind of a classic item. So we already have one that I had bought on eBay, paid a pretty penny. We got one for $8 yesterday at Goodwill. And so we found a bunch of stuff like that we were really, a scooter. Scooters can be like 50 bucks. We found a Princess scooter and it was like $8. So anyway, we hit the jackpot at Goodwill, but we went there specifically for books and we definitely found some really good books there. So first, I got a bunch of the Magic Treehouse books. Now, I already have some of these from when my oldest was younger because it's a very typical book that kids like. But, you know, I don't have all of them. So I liked this one is Magic Treehouse Mummies in the Morning. So we paid $2 each for these. So I figure when we study Egypt, that will be could be a fun read aloud. And then there was A Perfect Time for Pandas. So I feel like this will go really great with our China unit that we're doing right now. So maybe after the Winnie the Pooh book, we will read this as our next read aloud, possibly. And then like Dark Day in the Deep Sea, that could go well if we're doing like an ocean unit of some kind. And Viking Ships at Sunrise. I feel like this might be in the Sunlight curriculum. I don't know. I feel like I've seen this somewhere, but I know when we're studying Vikings at some point, this would be a good book to have. And then this, because St. Patrick's Day is coming up, we do have a little bit of Irish in us. My grandmother, her parents were Irish, and she would always wear this pin that said, "Kiss me, I'm Irish," on St. Patrick's Day. She was super cute. So anyway, Henry is like interested in St. Patrick's Day. You know, kids, they're interested in that kind of stuff. We don't normally celebrate, but I thought this would be fun to read. Leprechaun in Late Winter. So about like a leprechaun. So anyway, thought my kids might like that. And then my kids like scary. I don't know. It's just kind of something they like. Like they don't have nightmares. I don't know. They like kind of spooky stuff, like kiddish spooky stuff, but still. So we got A Good Night for Ghosts and Haunted Castle on Hallows Eve. So maybe we'll read these like around Halloween, October time this year. And then, Night at the New Magicians. This we saw the Eiffel Tower. Henry's always interested in the Eiffel Tower. So I thought that was a good one. And then A Crazy Day with Cobras. My 4-year-old saw the snake and he's like, we have to have it. My 4-year-old is a shopper. Like he's grabbing things. Can we get this? Can we get this? Can we get this? And I'll be like, no. And so then he just whips around and tries the next thing. Can we get this? Can we get that? So anyway, he found a lot of good books. He actually found... So my 4-year-old, we were looking for Winnie the Pooh specifically, right? We didn't find the chapter book, but he did find these, which I think are so cute and perfect for my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old. So obviously they're like little board books, which children love, like small board books like this. They'll just carry them around like it's a toy. And I think that's wonderful to have that good association with books. My kids had so much fun picking out books at Goodwill and half-price books. And I feel like it just creates this like joy of love of books and reading, this like culture in our home. My dad would take us to Barnes & Noble when I was a kid, and he would never say no to a book. Like he would let me get as many books as I wanted, and that's not my dad. Like he normally says no to like everything. Well, he's very frugal, but when it came to books, he would say yes to every book. And so I feel like I'm trying to like pass that on, you know what I mean? Anyway, so we found Winnie the Pooh's ABC. So this just has the alphabet letters, which the more exposure, the better. And so I thought this was really cute. It would be fun for both Jack and Charlie as they're learning to identify their letters. And I like that it has both the capital and lowercase and then says the word. And then this one was actually cool. This is Winnie the Pooh Tells Time. And so this is shows a clock and the time, and then it goes through like his day. It's 8 o'clock, time for breakfast. It's 10 o'clock, Pooh does his exercises. Pooh's so funny. It's 11 o'clock, time for a little smack roll of something. So it shows the time and then what he's doing at that time. It's 12 o'clock, lunchtime. So anyway, I think it'll give them a good, I think even my 7-year-old could benefit from this, of just like the association of like time and what part of day it is. So that was super cute. These were a great find, and they were only $2 each. And then we also found this counting book. So specifically my little ones, like my toddlers, so for my 2-year-old, they love these extra small books because it fits in their hands so nicely. And this one is counting. So it's like 1 dinosaur, which is super cute, 2 flowers. Look, baby, you want this book? The counting book? Oh, Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
Go bring that to Jack. Go show him. Okay, my toddler has stolen that book, and my 15-year-old's going to read it to her. So anyway, another super good find that we found there that's like educational for our homeschool is Now and Ben, The Modern Inventions of Benjamin Franklin. So it's kind of like a biography of Benjamin Franklin. This was $3. And I thought, you know, my 7-year-old, he's going to love this book. And this is something that we would definitely use in our homeschool when we're learning about Benjamin Franklin. So it's very educational. Oh, that's so funny to like grab a book. How funny is that? So it's about some of his other inventions. So he invented the grabber. My kids love this. Like they have one of these little grabber toys. So fun. I thought this was a great find at Goodwill for only $3. And it's in really good condition. Like this, even on Thriftbooks, would be like $4. So that was a good find. And then this was just Peppa Pig at the dentist. My 4-year-old had to have that one. This was another one that I felt like would be good for English, like adding to your English curriculum for kindergarten up to 1st, 2nd grade. Rhyming dust bunnies. This is actually really funny. So it's about rhyming words, and they're like little dust bunnies. So they're underneath this table, and they're talking about rhyming words, and they just love to rhyme. What rhymes with car? And they talk about far, jar, tar, and then he goes, look, and they're like, that doesn't rhyme. Like, dude, that doesn't rhyme with car. And so then like, they say it doesn't rhyme, and they go on to say what rhymes with bug, whatever, da, da, da. And then he says, look out, and he's trying to tell them that they're about to get swept up and everything. And then I think they get vacuumed up, and they're like, good call, Bob. So they don't get swept up, but then I think they end up getting vacuumed up. So he tries to say vacuum cleaner, and then they're vacuumed up. So anyway, so cute. My kids love funny, and I think it's a great book to learn about rhyming. So that was fun. This one I felt like would be good for learning about emotions. So I try to teach my kids that there are no necessarily good or bad emotions. They just are. And, you know, it can be a struggle, though, to deal with those more difficult emotions like anger. So this says, how do dinosaurs say I'm mad? So how can you express your anger? And so they show, like, this is what they don't do, is like throw things and yada yada. Which a dinosaur, you know, you can imagine them tossing things because they're mad or whatever, throwing a dish. But at the end, it says that no, they don't do that. It says no, the dinosaur doesn't. He counts up to 10. Then after a timeout, breathes calmly. I think that's a great thing to teach your kid to do if you're angry. And then he cleans up his mess and picks up the mug. So if you do something out of anger, you know, fix what you did. He says, I'm so sorry. He gives a big hug, which I think is so sweet. His anger is gone, so he opens the door. So he had that anger. He felt that anger, and he's released it. Not mad. I'm so glad, little dinosaur. So anyway, I thought that was super cute. Another really cool find was this Lego book. Even the girl checking us out was like, oh, you found some good books. I'm like, I know. But anyway, so it says awesome ideas. This is a hardcover. It was only $4. And it's kind of like holographic or whatever. But it just gives you different ideas for Lego designs. And my 7-year-old, he's the type that would like to follow something like this. So we have just like a generic set of Legos that he could use and follow this. So we just thought that was fun. Or they can just look at it and look at the cool stuff that could possibly be made from Legos. And that's fun too. Another thing we got is this huge book. This is Inside the Titanic. So I'm sure we will learn about the Titanic at some point in our homeschool. So I thought this was perfect. And it shows you inside of the Titanic, and there's actually a page that folds out, so it gives you like a better idea of how big the Titanic would have been. So I think this is a really cool book, something that we will learn about in our homeschool at one point, and then also something that my kids, especially Henry, will just find interesting. So Henry actually was the one that spotted this, of course. Okay, so I think we did find some superhero books. So yeah, this was from Goodwill for $3. This is Superhero Busybodies. So my 4-year-old is really into superheroes. He loves superheroes. Henry was not. Like, he didn't really care about superheroes, but Jack loves them. He's very creative, loves to dress up like them. But my issue with superhero books is they tend to be very wordy and kind of like hard to understand for a 4-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, if you read some of those superhero books that we have, they're just too complex. So I was like, oh, a board book. And not only is it more simple, but it's actually teaching like you see with your eyes and hear with your ears. And then it points to like the neck. And then and it's talking about, you know, their superhero powers that they have. And then it points nose, teeth, mouth, chin. So learning about different body parts while also talking about like, oh, the superheroes wear masks and you only see part of their body parts. So I felt like this was a cool, like, educational book that is easier to understand for my 4-year-old and he will like. And then my 2-year-old daughter, she likes this as well. This was another superhero Goodwill find. I'll try to go quickly through the superhero books because my 4-year-old picked a lot of them. So this was only $2. One of those, I always look for these. I like the golden books. I just think they're really pretty and classic. And I also thought this would be a superhero book that would be easier for my 4-year-old to understand since it's a golden book. So that looks fun. Oh, this was another from Goodwill, a Lego superhero book talking about just the different Lego guys. So we found that at Goodwill. So Jack, oh, this was Goodwill too, PJ Masks. So these are good books to get at Goodwill because they're like superhero or, you know, whatever books that can be kind of pricey like at Target. So that was cute to find. Now I think the last thing is what we found at Half Price Books. So the best book we found was this one. That's what we came for. But then my kids did find a few other things. Half Price Books has a lot of these like reader type books. They have a whole section, you know, that's meant for like early readers. So if you're wanting some of those for your homeschool, this Half Price Books is a good spot to go to. These were only, these two were $2 each, the small ones. This is actually an I Spy book. My kids love like the Where's Waldo books. And so of course they pick out this. They like spooky and then they like finding things. So you find whatever is on the page. And then my kids love Pokemon. So Henry picked out this as like a reader for him to read. And then Jack picked out this Paw Patrol book, you know, Paw Patrol. Henry went to the nonfiction section and he actually found some really good stuff. So he found this National Geographic book that says, "Don't read this book before bed. Thrills, chills, and hauntingly true stories." So like I said, my kids like scary, but it's kind of fun, like zombie ants. Oh, they're going to love that. Learning about zombie ants. And there's like a little zombie. So anyway, this will just be a fun book. The Terrifying Tower. So Henry will love that. And then he also found Technology of War. I don't know. $3. I was like, okay. It's just about like different war, like airplanes and stuff. So Henry thought that looked interesting, so I said okay. And then he found this, which was $7, but I think that's a good price for this because it's huge and it's a hardcover. It's a National Geographic World Atlas for Young Explorers. So we are, you know, doing like around the world in picture books, and so I thought this would be a good addition to that. And it talks about like the different continents and, you know, it's an atlas. So North America, shows a map. So anyway, I thought this was a really good find of a nice kind of pricier book at Half Price Books. Of course, to end it off, we have to share all of the superhero books that Jack picked. So I let him just get it all. I'm not going to do that every time, because we'll probably end up with way too many superhero books. We did find Batman Adventures. So Batman is my favorite superhero. I love Batman. So this one looks like a little bit easier to understand and fun, all about Batman. So we got that. And then we got Guardians of the Galaxy, Meet the Guardians. This was only $2. So I was like, all right. And then Adventures of Superman. This is another I Can Read It. It's a hardcover. It was $6, but this is something maybe Henry could read to Jack. And then we got one on the X-Men. So I figure, you know, we'll cover most of the superheroes in this superhero book haul. And next time he'll probably try to get more superhero books, but I won't let him get quite as many, you know. But I want them, like, sometimes you just gotta let your kids read books about what they're interested in, you know, like that's the point of reading, right? And so I think it's good to like create that good association with reading. As long as it's appropriate, let them read about things they want to read about. So anyway, that is my haul for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this giant book haul. If you're a book nerd like me, then I bet you did. I love books. So if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. That just supports my channel, tells YouTube to push out my video. And if you are new, definitely subscribe and click the bell to be notified for more homeschooling content. See you next time. Bye.